This car was never supposed to look like this. A few months ago, this 2012 Audi R8 was barely holding itself together. I bought it sight unseen from auction. Sold. No proof it ever ran. Sheesh. Missing body panels. Bumper for this car is $3,000 to $4,000 and damage up front to structural areas. Oh. But somehow we brought it back from the dead. We rebuilt the broken panels, front bumper, headlights, structural support, everything. Wrapped the entire car by hand, and we even installed the world's first Valvetronic exhaust for this generation of the R8. But now it's time to take things even further. Everything inside of this box comes straight from China. Now you may be thinking that's a terrible idea. Well, you're right, it is a bad idea. But that's the best part about buying the cheapest Audi R8. We're gonna take it to the next level, spending a fraction of the price we would spend if we bought these things in the US from an actual manufacturer. Here we go. And if you're looking for the exact number, these are the prices to buy the parts, totaling almost $4,000. And from China, I paid $1,700 with quote-unquote fast shipping. Here we go. Y'all, I've been waiting for this for over 40 days. That's how long it took, and I paid for the fast shipping. Bro was really cool, and he did promise me an iPhone case, a carbon fiber iPhone case. So if that's not in here, we're gonna be mad. Little window. Never understood the point of the little window. Nothing's coming out through there. Yeah. One thing that we don't think about though, to break down these big boxes so the trash takes them, it's a pain and a half. This is like Christmas for us, y'all. Oh, I know exactly what this is. It smells really good. That's weird. This is so exciting. What makes it really exciting that we've been waiting almost 3 months for this. Almost 3 months. Oh my. One of the most commented comments was, hey, the car needs a front lip, it needs a front lip, it needs a front lip. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have the ultimate front lip from Temu. This is crazy. I mean, just look at this thing. What? Now, the really cool thing about this front lip is it's not just for looks. It's actually built from aerospace grade carbon, which is 80% lighter than stock. And as you can see, it has a triple channel design that actually works. It directs the airflow to cut lift and boost front end grip at high speeds. So yeah, it's not just for looks, it has real function. I'm pretty sure I know what's inside here. This is crazy. This right here might be the ultimate piece from all this unpackaging. And sadly, might have also been the most expensive part, but still way cheaper than I would have gotten it if I bought it from a United States dropshipper. The sickest carbon fiber rear diffuser you're ever going to see. What? This is crazy. Now, this carbon fiber rear diffuser isn't just inspired by the R8 GT. It is the R8 GT design. The same aggressive fins, same airflow management, all reimagined in ultra lightweight carbon fiber. And it pretty much channels air like a race car, reducing drag, increasing downforce, and of course, making the R8 look absolutely insane. This is what the stock rear diffuser looks like. Pretty cool, but not as cool as this one. Oh my goodness. That's gonna look crazy. And yes, we have to remove this one before putting this one on. But I think first things we're gonna do is the front of the car. I am praying this fits. Here we go. I just wanna test fit it. I don't know what, I think it goes like that. Because if this doesn't fit, I just wasted hundreds of dollars for no reason because there's no returns. Uh-oh. Does this just not fit at all? Oh my gosh. See, it fits in the middle, but on the sides, it doesn't even reach all the way to the top. Okay, before coming to terrible conclusions, let's at least jack up the car so we have a better view of what we're doing. The Audi R8 is finally jacked up. Now's the moment of truth. I'm terrified. Transmission jack is gonna be our best friend, and that'll kind of help us elevate it in the middle and we can go side to side. I'm praying this fits though, I mean. Okay, my idea here is to tape up one side of the splitter so then I can go ahead and work on the opposite side. But what is happening is both sides of the splitter don't want to fall into place. The mold is wrong or it's just simply warped. I needed to put it so it goes over the bumper. And even with Cristobal here pulling and tugging on one side and the other side, it simply didn't want to go over the bumper. It did not want to go into place, and this is probably the worst fitting part I've ever received, to the point where it simply doesn't fit and I don't know what to do. We're gonna give this front lip a break. It doesn't want to fit. I don't know if it's that I'm missing the little rubber piece that goes in the front bumper. It's an OEM piece. The reason I didn't buy that is because I got this whole thing, which I thought replaced everything. I don't know what's going on. We're gonna skip this. Let's go to the rear diffuser. I am praying, please, Lord, I pray that this rear diffuser fits better. Not perfect, just actually fit. Now, here's where things get tricky. I don't know if the bumper has to come off to take this diffuser out because I see some bolts in here and up here. I'm praying that's not the case. If it is, yeah, the bumper has to come off. Okay, I'm thinking let's speed run this and make it a little fun. Here we go. Thankfully, we have done this before, so I think we're gonna be able to do it pretty quick. Speed run, speed run. Funny enough, the license plate is holding the bumper in. After that, there's two little T30 screws right under the tail light. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We do have to push the fender liner forward because there are two bolts holding on the bumper into the bracket. This one back here is the most difficult one. Wow. Wow, wow. I cannot believe I did that. Are you kidding me? In the bright side though, these tires are not even good anymore. They're as smooth as it gets. And you will see later on in this video, we're getting new wheels and tires. So I'm not too worried, but that cannot keep happening. But now is the perfect time to tell you guys about something I've been wanting to do for the channel, and that is the
clipping contest.
Make your favorite clips from any of my videos and post them on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, or all of them, just wherever you want. Most importantly though, tag me in the video so I can see it, because the clips with the most views win cash prizes. First place, $100. Second place, $50. Third place, $25. You can post as many clips as you want and the winners will be announced 1 month from today. I think this is gonna be a really fun way to see what moments you guys love the most. And I personally love making clips, so it's fun for everybody. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, done. My goal was to break 20 minutes. Oh, 26 minutes. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's try this again. How do we remove this rear diffuser? Oh, I think I already saw it. Now, from what I'm seeing, I think it may be easier than I thought. T30 screw, T30 screw, T30 screw, T30 screw, T30, 30. Yup, the rear diffuser was being held on by an overwhelming amount of T30 screws. But to be quite honest, I'm thankful that it's just screws and not tabs because those break. Screws, that's pretty straightforward. Oh, yes. Let's go. That was easy. Out with the old, in with the new. And here you get a great comparison between the old diffuser and the new diffuser. The old diffuser only has 2 fins. The new one has way more. It's carbon fiber, lighter, and I just cannot wait to see it on the car. Now, here's a secret of mine. Throughout all these years of building an M3 from scratch, rebuilding this Audi R8, and rebuilding countless of cars, there's one thing that has got me through it. Obviously, my family's support and you guys' incredible support. But there's one more thing. I'm guilty of always listening to podcasts or good shows to keep me going throughout my work. And that's a great transition to today's sponsor, Raycon. And their anniversary, their essential open earbuds, which is what I'm wearing right now, are stealing the spotlight because they're 30% off. What? Another massive thing I love about these earbuds is you're able to wear both, listen to everything perfectly, and still be aware of your surroundings. I always need to know what's going on around me, and the fact that I can still hear is incredible. And get this, 36 hours of life. 36 hours that we can continue to work without stopping. That's 8 hours in the buds and 36 hours in the case. Literally days of listening. Now, here's the kicker. Raycon gives you the same premium sound as the big brands for half of the price. And over 3 million people already use them. And they also have a 30-day happiness guarantee. There's literally no point in paying for the big brand when this is definitely the go-to. So with that being said, y'all, it is simple math. Go buy yourself your own open air earbuds. Trust me, these are the go-to. Go to buyraycon.com/DannyZOpen. That is buyraycon.com/DannyZOpen to get the whopping 30% off these essential open earbuds, which are phenomenal. Thank you, Raycon, for sponsoring this video. Let's get back. We have a whole lot to do. Okay, here we go, y'all. Now, one thing we did have to do is drill out the holes a tad bit bigger. All right, holes are bigger. I think everything should... I'm very happy with this, by the way. This actually made my day a whole lot brighter. Okay. And now it's fully ready to go on. If only the front one fit like this. Why? I guess we win some and we lose some, right, y'all? Oh my goodness. I did not expect this rear bumper to look this good. The red with the carbon fiber diffuser is just out of this world. This is hands down the coolest rear diffuser slash bumper combo I've ever seen. I mean, this Dragon Blood red with the carbon fiber. I gotta take a walk. Hold on, I gotta take a walk, y'all. It's just too good. I gotta take a walk. I'm sorry. I gotta take a walk. Nope.
Ooh.
Look at that rear diffuser.
That looks cool. That looks so cool.
Compare that to this.
Yeah, get that out of here. You want me to just throw it with my trash?
The carbon fiber and then that deep red, and it's just super aggressive at the bottom. I'm now seeing it for the first time. Like, actually, that's crazy.
Oh, that looks great.
Wow. This is very important in the Temu series. Rating time.
What do you give it?
We'll see. The first category is fitment. It fits very, very good. That gets a good 8 out of 10. Why? It's not perfect. There is a little bit of iffy things here and there, but 8 out of 10 for fitment. Next category, looks. That is a straight 10 out of 10, baby. Are you kidding me? It looks crazy. Last category is very iffy for me because the install itself was very easy. A bunch of T30 Torx. I did have to drill the holes bigger, but that's nothing crazy. And then just bolted in. But to get to this point, there was a lot. You gotta remove the whole rear bumper. You gotta do a lot. So if we skipped all that, I would give it a good 9 out of 10 because it was that easy. But since you have to do all of this, I'm gonna give it a good 5. Oh, wait. 5 out of 10, y'all. And that is the rating for the carbon fiber Temu diffuser. Coming through, coming through. Whew. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. I made another massive mistake. And I guess this is somewhat the downside to wrapping a car, but I mean, this can also happen to paint, but I completely shipped. Oh, that sucks. Definitely something I didn't want to happen, but when you're moving big pieces like this, things like that are just bound to happen. Either way, though, let's throw back the rear bumper, get a good look at the car with the new diffuser. That rear end looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, the next install is something I didn't show you guys at all in the beginning, and it's for the rear. Gentlemen, here is the spoiler for the R8. You kidding me? This is just the right amount of aggressive. It really is perfect. And this spoiler goes on top of this piece, which replaces the stock spoiler, the one that will go up and down. This replaces that. And if you're wondering where I got this, funny enough, when we picked up the wheels for the F80 M3 months ago, I actually met in the middle of nowhere with somebody and picked up this very wing. It's all about saving money. We drove over 3.5 hours, actually 4 hours. We found the wing for way cheaper than anywhere. So actually cheaper than Temu, baby. How cheap? $200. Are you kidding me? This is another piece that looks very similar to the one on the R8 GT. The wing looks absolutely phenomenal, especially because Lucas actually re-clear coated it for us. But the bottom piece is definitely not perfect, hence why I got it for $200. But I think we're gonna make it work, and this is gonna look incredible. Now, obviously, we have to remove this wing, but we have another massive issue in our hands. As many of you haven't noticed, this wing is stuck on the up position, and I don't know how to bring it back down. I've held down the button, everything. It's stuck up. So even though this is gonna make it easier for us to take off the wing, we still need to make sure we're able to bring it down. But first things first, Let's remove this bad boy.
And how this wing works is really interesting. It's fully mechanical and powered by an electric actuator built into the deck lid. As the car hits around 75 miles per hour, sensors trigger the actuator to raise the wing, increasing the surface area and channeling airflow to press the rear wheels down for better grip and stability. And then when you slow back down, the same system retracts it flush with the body, keeping the clean supercar silhouette. Except ours is stuck up.
Now, I have thought about the route that we could just put this spoiler over the OEM, and I don't know if that's gonna work, but it's something we can try to do, and that'll keep the stock little silver one. But to be honest, since we already have the bottom one as well, we might as well just switch everything. I'm praying the fitment is good, but of course with these parts, I don't even know what brand this is. I just know it looks cool. You'd really never know.
Now, funny enough, to remove the actual wing from the whole mechanism, it's just 4 nuts. 4 10mm nuts, then it comes out.
Okay, wing is off. We left on the mechanism because I want to see how exactly that goes on. Okay, now how the heck does this go? Oh, I think this also comes off. Okay, here we go. Old mechanism is off, along with the motor. Now, I'm hoping I don't get like an error code because this isn't plugged in. That's gonna be kind of annoying. I think we can disable it through an app though. I think that's good. And I think the new one just sits. Ooh, there we go. Okay, before we make any conclusions, let's mock it up. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That's actually not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. The fitment on this isn't 100%. I would probably give it like a good 6.5 out of 10. I'm just being completely honest. So I'm really debating right now on what to do. But when you throw this on, oh man, this is so sick, y'all. Oh my gosh. I don't know if the camera's doing it justice. Obviously, when it's on and we throw the car outside, you're gonna be able to see it. But this quarter panel with this wing, it's so good. But I just don't know if we should use this carbon fiber piece or the OEM piece. But then again, we have to figure out how to put the motor down. So it's like a whole thing right now.
We decided to just go ahead and use the carbon fiber piece, at least for now, because the mounting points for the wing are already in place. So it's going to be a much easier route. But if we don't think it looks as good as it can, after we install it, we're just gonna go ahead and retrofit it to the factory wing. 2
things are gonna happen. This is gonna look great, or 2, it's gonna look terrible, and we end up taking this bottom side off and just bolting this up to the OEM one. So in my books, it's a win-win. So sick. I'm already seeing a problem though. Ooh, well.
And we also had to drill out one more hole that the previous person didn't to mount it up.
Okay, now that we know we're gonna keep the bottom side of the wing, let's go get some nice hardware to fully bolt it down.
And off to Ace Hardware we go, where this very nice gentleman helped us find exactly what we needed.
It's raining like crazy out of literally nowhere, but $32 in bolts. Lock.
Now, even though I was able to find the perfect black Allen bolts, I was not able to find black washers. So we're gonna sand it down, give it a little bit of a spray, and look how nice these washers look compared to the ones that were previously on the wing. Yeah, that's pretty terrible.
Wing is on without the nice little hardware, but we actually do have a massive issue in hand, and we have to talk about it because it's not great. So when I received this car, I had to buy this piece because the piece that came with it was missing all the extra hardware, everything pretty much. And something I didn't notice was under this piece, there's a black bracket, which this car doesn't have. The bracket pretty much goes attached to this aluminum part of the car, and then you would bolt this to the bracket. Same with this side, and same with this side. Because right now this isn't bolted anywhere except for up here. What does that mean? Well, basically we have to wait for the bracket to get here, which is on back order and gets here at the end of this month to fully button down the wing back here. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Does it close or does it hit? Oh my gosh. Whoa. Yes, 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 yes.
Just look at this thing. The carbon weave, the way it catches the light, it really completely transforms the back of the R8. Subtle but bold. It gives the car that extra edge it always deserved, especially paired up with the carbon fiber rear diffuser. I mean, this is now next level.
It is raining like crazy right now, but ladies and gentlemen, the wing with the diffuser combo, I didn't think we would be able to make the Gen 1 R8 that much better, but this is insane. Are you kidding? Look at this. It's not even, it's perfect. It's literally perfect. And the car isn't even lowered yet. We haven't even put in the new wheels, which, wait, did I just give away what's next? Ladies and gentlemen, I have found my dream wheels for the R8. There's only one problem though. They're 2.5 hours away and we have Papa Z's van. So we gotta go make a drive.
Road trip.
Road trip. Guys, if you can see, Crystal was wearing a sling. She dislocated her shoulder.
Again.
Get well soon comments, please, for the wifey.
And off we go through the Florida Everglades. And no, we're not getting there riding an alligator. But we did see one of my dream cars, if not my dream car, a Lamborghini Urus. Man, I love that thing.
Crystal already has Christmas music on.
That's right.
And we also saw this really cool M2 competition. Loving the yellow DRLs too.
Ladies and gentlemen, we drove over 2 hours, ironically enough, to a BMW shop to buy wheels for my R8.
Yep, you heard that right. And we made it to a shop you may have heard about online, Beamer Speed. So if you have a European car and need work done, hit them up. But look at that, to the bottom left, an Audi R8. But not just an Audi R8, a twin turbo Audi R8. What used to be a naturally aspirated V10 that screamed to 8,500 RPMs now breathes through two massive turbos, instant torque, endless boost, and that unmistakable whistle right before it launches into another dimension. Literally the perfect mix between elegance and insanity. Oh yeah, that's a parachute.
All right, who am I here with?
You are with Adrian with Beamer Speed, and Mr. Danny Z himself came to our humbling facility, stole some wheels from me, but it is what it is.
I always thought the first time I would meet you would be doing my crank hub on the M3. Turns out it's wheels for the R8, and thank you for telling me those. All right, so right now we are in what car?
We are in my second gen V10 Plus Audi R8. Twin turbo kit from 4K Creations out in Texas. Big thank you to Kyle. He really killed it with this setup. Center exit exhaust, billet, intake manifolds. It has an AMS stage, 3 fuel system, 3 pumps. Yeah, we'll go somewhere else. It's okay.
And this car made how much horsepower?
On kill, it did 1,600.
How?
Yeah,
All right, I'm terrified of like fast cars. Believe it or not, so.
that's good. We get to hear you scream today.
Okay.
This usually is my test strip right here. So usually
out
I
in
go.
Mexico?
Yeah, this is out actually on the moon. Okay, so we're in second gear. We'll roll into it.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, man! Holy crap!
And that's
Dog, I got goosebumps. Look at my legs. Literally goosebumps.
oh, there's 2 more maps.
Dude.
Wow, that experience was something I'm not gonna forget for a very long time. Massive thank you to Adrian and the whole Beamer Speed crew, but let's go home because we got so more work to do. Also, if you guys want to see my R8 twin turboed, this video has to get 20,000 likes. If you guys get to 20k likes, we'll start making some phone calls.
Oh my god. Wheels for the car. The one item that either makes or breaks the car. The car may look amazing, but if you got some funky wheels, it kind of downgrades the build. Ladies and gentlemen, we drove over 2.5 hours to pick up some Gen 2 OEM Audi R8 wheels.
Forged aluminum straight from the factory, built for both strength and style. Lightweight, aerodynamic, and perfectly balanced for the V10 beast that's in the R8. These wheels are simple, aggressive, and honestly might be one of the best OEM wheels ever made. I'm truly just in love with these wheels, and since I first got this R8, I told myself I would put these wheels on the car. And they're also 20-inch wheels, meaning they're gonna be much more aggressive than the current 19-inch that are on the car.
But unfortunately for us, before we can throw on those wheels, which I want to so bad already, we have to figure out how are we gonna throw on this front lip. We have to figure this out. We just have to. Round 2. One thing I did start to wonder though, what if it's hitting this inner side? Because I do know there's a lip right back here. What if it's hitting the lip?
At this point, I genuinely don't know if this front lip is going to be able to fit in the car. We always do the ratings for the Temu parts after we install them, but right off the bat, this is getting a straight 0 out of 10. We even tried the good old method, heating and pulling, and not even that worked. So let's take a little break from that and put on the undershroud.
Actually, let's throw this on. Why not?
And just like the fender liner, the undershroud goes on by a whopping way too many T30 screws. But now we know that the front bumper secure and the whole underside of the car is covered, which is amazing for the aerodynamics.
Chris was jealous.
Oh, don't lick him.
Say hi. Hi.
But the war with the splitter isn't over.
All right, Lucas, we have taken a lot of projects in our lifetime. This one might test us. In front of me is the Temu front lip. I already texted you and complained to you, so you know what's going on. We have until sundown to get this thing on.
Now, Lucas and I tried the same exact thing, but as the quote says, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So we're gonna take it a little bit of a different approach. We're going to remove the front bumper.
Actually, I'm glad we're taking the front bumper off, because before I forget, we're gonna put on the foam support that goes on the front bumper. I spent $200 on this dumb little thing that does nothing. I think this goes... Nope. It's like that, like this.
And see if we can get this front splitter on when the bumper is off the car.
Maybe I was being dramatic, but it fits good now. Not perfect, we still gotta work with it, but the bumper's sitting, literally just sitting on the lip now perfectly, and it's not fighting us at all. It's like, it's manageable now. When in doubt, just take off the front bumper.
That is absolutely crazy to me. So you're saying all we had to do from the beginning was remove the front bumper from the car and do it outside. Now, like I mentioned, the fitment isn't great, so we are drilling holes so we can run a bolt and nut through both pieces to keep them secure. But we're also sanding down the front lip to minimize the gap we're getting in the front. And now the front lip is one with the bumper. That looks incredible.
Front lip, 85%. Actually, no, that's way too high. Front lip, 75% good. To make it 100%, we're pulling out the almighty
Beamer glue.
and we're gonna be using this to seal up the little gap that's in the front lip.
And we need to be very, very careful and precise with this. So we taped up the bumper as well as the splitter, and we pretty much left a thin line where we want the Beamer glue to sit. This will give us a perfectly straight, clean line of silicone.
Lucas, do the honors.
And it's working perfectly.
Lucas, I think we did a really good job. This looks good, dude. Like, this front lip, it looks really good on the car. But I just found out what it means when you buy things from China. Look at this. So when we pulled up the tape, it literally took the clear from it here and here. That's not something that should happen on a front carbon fiber part. Like, this tape shouldn't pull up the clear coat. That's not a thing. So that's unfortunate. I don't know how we're gonna fix that, but
all that struggle we had to go through for this front lip was absolutely worth it. This looks perfect, aggressive, amazing.
listen, I don't know how this car just keeps on getting cooler. This front lip now with it on the car is incredible. Live in the chat. I just remembered I purchased another modification to the front bumper. Let's go get it because this one's really cool. I've never done this before. We have got some canards. Check this out. One on each side, very simple. I believe the Audi R8 GT has these canards as well as the front lip, as well as the rear diffusers, and the wing. So we're kind of turning into an Audi R8 GT. Now, everybody's probably wondering, Danny, how are you going to install those incredible canards that are going to allow you to go 220 miles per hour?
3M, duh.
Yup, we're putting on these bad boys with 3M. You may be thinking, why? 3M is absolutely one of the greatest things ever invented, but I'm not committed enough to drilling into my front bumper for these canards, because if one day I don't really like them or they break, I'm gonna be left with a bumper with holes in it, and it's just ruining it. So I think 3M will be just nice glossy red with a lot of depth in it. You don't really see that imperfections as much or at all.
This is gonna look so I think I'm in my stock wheel era, because we just put stock wheels on my M3 competition and it looks amazing. That's why I love it. But these wheels can't just go on the car. We gotta do some modifications.
Before we even get to wrapping this rear bumper, you guys know exactly what to do.
Where we have an issue, it's with the rear wheels. Okay, here we go. Yep. This is crazy. Definitely don't hate the Gen 1 wheels, but compared to the Gen 2, what a massive step up. I mean, that's incredible. I love this. In with the new baby. Oof. Yes. And another great thing is we now have good Michelin tires. Now for the rear wheels to work, we can't just throw the wheels on because they won't fit. We had to go by what's called a hub-centric ring. It changes the diameter from 57.1 to I believe 66.6 or vice versa. And that's gonna allow those wheels to work back here. Oh my gosh. You know, sometimes there isn't a lot to be said, and this is one of those moments. The fact that this car rolled up to my house looking like this, and we have transformed it and brought it back to life to now look like this, wow. And I'm not trying to say too much, but I do think we built one of the coolest looking and coolest in general Gen 1 Audi R8s. I mean, look at this thing. And yes, we made an incredible choice by going with the Gen 2 wheels. It completely completed the car, brought everything back together. But now I do have the question I always ask. Do you like the front better or the rear? I'm gonna be honest, for the first time ever on the history of this channel, I don't know. I don't know if I like the front. I don't know if I like the rear better. I don't know if I like the side better. I don't know. This might be the most perfect car we've ever built. I mean, this thing is just crazy. And I love bringing my finished builds to my old high school because it reminds me that here's where it all started. And by that I mean a friend in here let me borrow his camera, which then started my YouTube channel, and now we're here with an incredible audience and somehow a V10 Audi R8 right in front of us that looks ridiculous. Guys, Agita's like 14 or 15. Because we got her when I was in 5th grade, 6th grade. Oh my goodness. And she just follows me everywhere, y'all. She's like my little shadow.